Can you imagine Superman snapping, turning on humanity with the fury of 1,000 suns? That's Omni-Man, the terrifying Viltrumite Conqueror from Invincible. He's ripped planets apart and toyed with Earth's mightiest heroes. But how would he fare against the legends of DC Comics? Get ready for a power clash of epic proportions as we dissect 7 DC heroes Omni-Man could crush, 8 who would crush him back. Forget Superman, forget Martian, Manhunter. Omni-Man isn't here to play nice. He's a walking apocalypse disguised as a hero. And in Invincible, he proved it by making Earth's protectors look like toddlers. Forget punches. He threw them through each other. But the DC universe is a different beast. Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash. Can any of them stand against this Viltrumite powerhouse? Or will their combined might finally be enough to stop his reign of terror? Buckle up, true believers, because this is one brawl you won't want to miss. Want to know which DC heroes will make Omni-Man tremble in his boots? Stick around after the video for a bonus breakdown of their ultimate trump cards. First on the chopping block, the last Zarnian himself, Lobo. This intergalactic bounty hunter boasts immense strength, regeneration that puts Wolverine to shame, and enough weaponry to arm a small army. He's no pushover, that's for sure. But remember, Omni-Man is a Viltrumite. Their near invincibility and raw power far exceed anything Lobo has encountered. Their fight would be brutal, a clash of savage might, but Omni-Man's edge lies in his unyielding rage. Think Wolverine Berserker mode on steroids, fueled by centuries of Viltrumite conquest. Lobo might regenerate endlessly, but eventually, even he'll tire of getting ripped apart limb by limb. Omni-Man wins this brawl through sheer relentlessness. Next up, Ultra Boy, a powerhouse legionnaire with a crucial weakness. He can only tap into one super ability at a time. Imagine trying to dodge a planet-busting punch while simultaneously maintaining flight. That's the unfortunate scenario Ultra Boy faces against Omni-Man. In an aerial battle, Ultra Boy is forced to choose between dodging or attacking, leaving him constantly vulnerable. Even his super speed would be a temporary reprieve, as Omni-Man's superior strength and flight leave him outmatched. This wouldn't be a quick fight, but ultimately, Omni-Man would exploit Ultra Boy's limitations, turning his versatility into a crippling disadvantage. These are just 2 examples, but the list continues. Stay tuned to see which other DC heroes fall before Omni-Man's might, and who might just have the power to turn the tide in this epic clash of comic book titans. Next up, Hawkgirl, soaring through the skies with her nth metal mace and wings. Nth metal might pack a punch against even Viltrumites, and her skill and speed in the air are commendable. But remember, speed isn't just about who flies faster in a straight line. It's about agility, reflexes, and anticipating your opponent's moves. And in that department, Omni-Man reigns supreme. His maneuverability in the air would be like a hawk dancing around a sparrow. Hawkgirl wouldn't even see the punch coming before she's sent crashing down. Her wings no match for his devastating strength. This wouldn't be a duel, it would be a demolition. Now, let's talk about the Green Lanterns, the cosmic cops wielding the power of willpower. They're impressive, no doubt. But against Omni-Man, their rings become little more than fancy light shows. Remember, he tore through his world's mightiest heroes like tissue paper. He wouldn't waste time trying to break through constructs. He'd just break through the lanterns themselves. Their constructs wouldn't hold him for a second, and their human bodies wouldn't withstand a single Viltrumite blow. It wouldn't be a fight, it would be a massacre. Omni-Man wouldn't play nice. He'd see them as obstacles and eliminate them efficiently, leaving their rings spinning uselessly in the void. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Stay tuned to see which other DC heroes are destined to fall before Omni-Man's might, and who might have the power to turn the tide in this epic clash of titans. Don't miss out on the heroes who can actually take him down. Even the Caped Crusader himself isn't safe from Omni-Man's wrath. Sure, Batman's prep time is legendary, but remember, it only works if there's an exploitable weakness. Omni-Man is a Viltrumite. Their resilience makes kryptonite look like a mild inconvenience. While Batman might concoct some ingenious plan, Omni-Man's raw power and tactical experience, centuries of conquering planets, anyone, would render it null and void. Think Darkwing from Invincible, another Batman-inspired hero who got utterly demolished. Just like Superman eventually crushed a prepped-up Batman in The Dark Knight Returns, Omni-Man wouldn't waste time with gadgets and traps. He'd break the bat, plain and simple. Shazam, the embodiment of godly power housed in a teenager? Sounds formidable, right? Unfortunately, against Omni-Man, youth, and inexperience, trump raw power. Remember, Shazam, like Billy Batson, is still a kid, facing a seasoned warrior who's seen galaxies fall. Sure, he might land a few punches, but Omni-Man's decades of combat honed against cosmic threats would quickly give him the upper hand. Imagine a battle-hardened gladiator facing a talented but reckless high school wrestler. The outcome wouldn't be pretty. And let's not forget the sheer speed difference. Before Shazam can even utter his magic word, Omni-Man could be upon him, shutting down the fight before it starts. Even the Shazam family wouldn't be enough. Remember the Guardians of the Globe? A ragtag team of Earth's mightiest heroes fell in seconds. The Shazam family wouldn't fare much better. Even speedsters like the Flash, be it Barry Allen, Wally West, or Jay Garrick, have their limits. Sure, they're lightning fast, but against sheer might like Omni-Man's, they're glass cannons. Remember, their vulnerability isn't just limited to kryptonite-wielding bad guys. Even Captain Cold has tagged speedsters with his freeze ray. One good hit from Omni-Man, and the race is over. He might not be as fast as the Flash, but he's definitely faster than any punch the Scarlet Speedster can throw. And unlike Flash, environmental destruction wouldn't hold him back. He flies effortlessly. Even the Speed Force's protective aura wouldn't withstand the raw power of a Viltrumite. This might seem bleak, but fear not. There are still DC heroes who can stand against Omni-Man. Stay tuned to see who has the power to turn the tide and give the Viltrumite Conqueror a run for his money. We'll dive deep into their abilities and strategies, showcasing the epic clashes that could shake the very foundations of the DC universe. Because we're about to meet the heroes who can exploit his weaknesses and turn the tide against this intergalactic threat. Remember that Achilles' heel the Viltrumites keep so secret? Their hypersensitive inner ears are crucial for their omnidirectional flight. A specific high-pitched frequency can disorient, injure, and even kill them. Enter Black Canary, one of DC's most skilled fighters with a bonus weapon. Her Canary cry. Imagine a sonic blast at exactly the right frequency, resonating with Omni-Man's alien biology, sending him reeling and vulnerable. With perfect timing and execution, Black Canary could potentially knock him out, turning his greatest strength into his worst nightmare. Stay tuned because the fight is just heating up. We'll explore other DC heroes' unique abilities and strategies, showcasing epic clashes that will redefine the boundaries of power in the DC universe. Can they overcome the Viltrumite threat, or will Omni-Man reign supreme? Find out next. Remember how the Viltrumites trembled at the space racer's weapon capable of shattering planets and stars? Well, DC's new god, Orion, packs a similar punch with his Astro Harness. This powerful artifact channels the Astro Force, allowing Orion to unleash devastating blasts that could potentially cripple even Omni-Man. Imagine a clash where planet-busting energy collides with Viltrumite strength. The shockwaves would ripple across galaxies. Orion wouldn't just rely on brute force. The Astro Harness also enhances his own strength, making him a formidable physical opponent for Omni-Man. But remember, this isn't just a brawl. It's a battle of strategy. Orion could use the Astro Force's versatility, like focusing blasts to disrupt Omni-Man's balance, or even manipulate gravity fields to his advantage. This fight wouldn't be a quick stomp, it would be a dance of cosmic powers, pushing both beings to their limits. Cyborg might not be the strongest hero, but his tech arsenal holds a potential trump card: the white noise cannon. Remember the Viltrumite's Achilles' heel. Their sensitive inner ears are vulnerable to specific frequencies. Imagine Cyborg cranking up that cannon, unleashing a sonic wave tailored to disrupt Omni-Man's equilibrium, causing internal damage or even triggering temporary paralysis. It's a risky strategy, considering Omni-Man's immense strength, but the potential payoff is huge. Imagine the tide turning as the mighty Viltrumite crumbles to his knees, overwhelmed by a carefully tuned sonic attack of his But remember, this fight wouldn't be straightforward. Cyborg's vulnerability as a cyborg puts him at risk of quick demolition by Omni-Man's overwhelming strength. The key here is the strategic use of his tech, exploiting the environment and finding creative ways to land that crucial sonic blast. Will Cyborg's tech genius overcome raw Viltrumite power, or will he fall victim to his own limitations? Remember, this is just the beginning. We have more DC heroes ready to challenge Omni-Man's reign, showcasing the diverse powers and strategies that could potentially bring down the Viltrumite Conqueror. Don't miss out on the epic clashes and surprising heroes who might just save the day. Even the mighty Omni-Man would pale before the true potential of Superman. Sure, they might trade blows that shake the planet, but remember, Superman has pushed his limits further than any Viltrumite. He's held black holes, flown across galaxies in minutes, and even lifted the unliftable. While Omni-Man is undoubtedly powerful, Superman has shown feats bordering on the godlike. Imagine an epic clash where heat vision clashes with Viltrumite strength, where speeds push beyond the boundaries of physics. It would be a battle for the ages, but ultimately, Superman's limitless potential gives him the edge. Don't underestimate the fierce Amazonian Wonder Woman. Centuries of honed combat skills, divine weaponry, and an unflinching resolve make her a formidable opponent for any Viltrumite. Remember, she fights alongside Superman, facing cosmic threats on a regular basis. She shares Omni-Man's ruthlessness in battle, prioritizing efficiency and victory. Unlike some heroes who hesitate, Diana will strike to win, making her a true warrior queen. But her edge goes beyond her ferocity. Her magical weaponry, like the unbreakable God-Killer sword and the indestructible bracelets, can harm beings like Doomsday, who rival Superman in strength. Even ignoring her occasional stints as a goddess, Diana possesses incredible strength, speed, and durability. A combination that could outmatch even Omni-Man. This wouldn't be a brawl, it would be a chess game of combat. Diana exploiting her unique advantages to gain the upper hand and defend her world. Remember the age-old saying, strength isn't everything? Enter Martian Manhunter, a hero who embodies that idea perfectly. While Omni-Man boasts incredible power, John Johns brings a unique combo to the table. Strength rivaling Superman's, and the ability to phase through matter at will. Imagine Omni-Man's punches passing right through, leaving him frustrated and vulnerable. But Martian Manhunter doesn't stop there. His telepathy and telekinesis add another layer of dominance. While Omni-Man might try to burn him with fire, John can effortlessly escape at supersonic speeds. This wouldn't be a brawl. It would be a mental and physical chess match, with the Martian Manhunter wearing down Omni-Man's brute force through strategic intangibility and mind control, ultimately subduing the Viltrumite threat. When it comes to raw power, Dr. Fate outwits Omni-Man by miles. Imagine facing an opponent whose magical arsenal dwarfs your physical strength. Fate's spells could attack Omni-Man physically, mentally, and spiritually, leaving him bewildered and defenseless. Remember, the Lords of Order grant him cosmic power, something the Viltrumites have never encountered. Martian, this wouldn't even be a fight. It would be a magical puppet show. Picture Nolan trapped within the Tower of Fate, his Viltrumite muscles useless against the vastness of Fate's mystic abilities. This is a battle where science bows to sorcery, proving that sometimes the mightiest power isn't just about brute force, but about tapping into the unseen realms of magic. Milestone Comics' Superman, Icon, joins the fray. While their origins might be similar, Icon possesses an extra edge: energy manipulation. Even if they were evenly matched in strength and durability, Icon's ability to control and project energy gives him a distinct advantage. Just imagine him blasting Omni-Man with bolts of pure energy, overwhelming his Viltrumite defenses. And let's not forget the mystery surrounding Icon's powers. He's punched Superman out of the Watchtower with ease, showcasing abilities yet to be fully explored. This fight wouldn't be about flashy displays of power. It would be a strategic use of energy manipulation, exploiting Omni-Man's limitations and leaving him defeated by a hero whose true potential is still veiled in secrets. These are just a few of the DC heroes ready to stand against Omni-Man. Don't miss out on the surprising heroes who might just save the day, proving that even against seemingly insurmountable odds, hope and strategy can prevail. And that's just a taste of the DC heroes who could stand against Omni-Man's reign of terror. From the mental mastery of Martian Manhunter to the mystical might of Dr. Fate, And from Superman's limitless potential to Icon's enigmatic energy manipulation, the battle for Earth promises to be an epic clash of strategies and abilities. Remember, even against a seemingly unstoppable force, heroes can rise, exploiting weaknesses and pushing their limits to defend their world. So who will ultimately triumph? Can the combined might of the DC universe overcome the Viltrumite threat? Will Omni-Man's raw power crush all opposition, or will a surprising hero emerge to turn the tide? Find out in the next part of this epic showdown. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, remember that even the darkest nights can be illuminated by the courage of heroes. Stay tuned for more thrilling battles and surprising twists as we explore the true boundaries of power.